Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to do my very first get ready with me video. I've been wanting to do one of these for a long time, and I've got a couple other ones planned, but today's look I'm just going to call like my mommy makeup routine. I have a 4-year-old son and he's in preschool, so the days that I have to take him to school I will do something like this. I actually will take my makeup and bring it out here onto the dining room table, so while he's eating breakfast I'll sit with him and I'll do my makeup. I don't do it every day, but on the days that I do have to go run a few errands while he's at school I will usually put on some makeup. I tried to be as true to the routine as if he were really here, but I probably did take a little bit more time on my makeup, but then again he also was not interrupting me, so it probably was about 20-25 minutes that I took to do this look. And I will list all the products that I use down below in case you are interested in checking any of them out, so let's get started. First up is my Coats Face SPF. I like using this as a primer. It has a very similar texture to the Benefit Professional. I don't use it every day, but if I have a little bit of extra time, I will put it on. And then now I'm going to go in with some NYC BB cream. This stuff, for being really cheap, is pretty good. The coverage is maybe a little bit light for me, but you know, it works really well. It lasts pretty well throughout the day, and it's really easy to blend in. You can see here I'm just using my fingers. And if you guys couldn't tell, this is the very first voiceover recording I'm doing for YouTube, so please bear with me. Hopefully this turns out okay. Alright, then I'm going to go and set that with my Urban Decay De-Slick powder. I like this powder. It's very mattifying, which is nice. Obviously that's what it's intended for. But it is very expensive. I don't know that I would repurchase. I do have a couple backups of the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, I think is what it's called. So when I'm done with this one, I will switch back to using the drugstore version just because that's what I have. Now onto bronzer. This is Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I really like this bronzer. I just have a little sample of it, but I think it's really pretty. For being what's considered like a dark bronzer, I don't think it's very dark on me actually, but I really like it. It blends in pretty well, except as you can see here I messed up and got a little bit too much bronzer on the middle of my nose there. And then if I have time, I will put on some bronzer on my chest because my chest is a little bit darker, or excuse me, a little bit lighter than my face. So to make everything look a little bit more even, I will sometimes go in and put some bronzer there. And then now on for blush. This is the Mary Kay Shy Blush. I've heard this is a dupe for the Orgasm Blush from NARS. It's not one that I reach for a whole lot, but it is getting pretty old, so I need to start using it more. And I do like it. I think it's pretty. Highlighting is essential, of course. This is Champagne Pop from Benefit. It's absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love this one. Here you can see I went a little bit crazy with it today, but that's okay. I will blend it out a little bit later, so it's not going to stay quite this intense. And then this is just the e.l.f. fan brush. I love all the e.l.f. brushes. You'll see me use quite a few of them today. And then this is a Morphe brush that I'm just trying to blend it all out so it's not quite so crazy looking. Alright, onto eyes. This is the e.l.f. Mineral Eyeshadow Primer. It's a really thin consistency, and I didn't think it was going to be that great. I don't think it's great at like making the color last forever, but it definitely prevents creasing, which is, you know, what I'm mostly going for with a primer, especially just on days that I'm not doing a whole lot. This is my Tarte Bon Voyage palette that I'm working through for my 1 month 1 palette, and here I'm just setting the primer with just a neutral kind of color. Doing this step makes everything blend easier in the long run, so I always set my primer with just like an eyeshadow that's this color. And then I'm going to go in and do my brows. On days that I'm, you know, just kind of trying to rush out the door, I don't do anything fancy. This is the NYX Eyebrow Mascara. I don't know the color, Burnett maybe. It doesn't do a whole lot for my brows, but I like the shape of the brush, and here you can see it does do a little bit of something. You know, it's a little bit better than not putting anything on. Going back into that eyeshadow palette, I'm going to deepen up the crease a little bit with this matte brown shade. And this is the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. I love this brush so much. It's really, really great. Alright, then I'm going to use this shade. I believe this shade is called Provence Upon a Time, which I absolutely love. It's a really pretty, like, kind of dark gold color. And this is a really, really old Bare Minerals brush. I think it's intended to be used as like a concealer brush, but I like it for all over my eyes sometimes. Sorry guys, I'm not very good at this voiceover thing, but I'm trying. Blend, blend, blend. At least I'm in focus this time, right? And my whole face is in the shot, huh? Alright, now I'm going to deepen up the crease a little bit with this darker brown shade. I really do a lot of practice to make sure that my whole face was in the shot when I was doing this video, because if you've watched any of my other videos in the past couple of weeks, you know I've kind of have a problem with that, especially on my lips. I've never been able to get my lips fully in the shot. And this is the e.l.f. crease brush, I think. It's really fluffy. I have another crease brush from Makeup Academy that's not quite so fluffy, and I think I like this one better. And then here I'm going through with a Luxie blending brush just to kind of blend everything together. If I were trying to get out the door, sometimes I will skip the like deepening shade of the crease and just kind of go for the highlight shade as I'm doing here. But as my son was at preschool when I was recording this, you know, I had a little bit of extra time, but I still really wanted to keep it as true to what it really would be like if he was there. And sometimes I do have some time to actually do a little bit more with my eyeshadow, so that's why I did it today. Blending, blending, blending some more. I don't love this highlight shade that's in the palette, but it's what I have. And then I'm going to use this shade under my eyes. I have to put something under my eyes. I look like a weird, like bloody zombie if I don't. I feel my under eyes are just always so red. So putting this kind of like neutral brown underneath helps. And then if I do have time, again, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, I'm going to line my eyes with, and this is the Ulta brand eyeliner in the color Moss. I love this eyeliner. This was the very first eyeliner I ever purchased back when I was like 15 or 16 years old. I've continued to repurchase it many, many times. It's not the most pigmented eyeliner, but that's kind of what I like about it, because it just kind of gives you like a nice, like kind of diffused look. If you want something more bold, definitely go with like an Urban Decay eyeliner or something, but I really like this one just kind of for everyday use. And then I am going to go through and do the bottom lashes as well. And then now on for mascara. This is the Revlon Bold Lacquer Mascara, and that is a really crazy mascara face. I like this mascara. I don't love it, but it's not too bad. It's definitely more lengthening than volumizing. And then here I'm doing the lower lashes. Again, I don't always do them, but if I have a little bit of time, I'll just kind of sweep the brush over it a little bit. And then there I got some mascara on the side of my face, so I'm going to take the e.l.f. Makeup Remover Pen, which is really awesome, and get rid of that little snafu there. And then after you do that, you got to blend it all out so it doesn't look so crazy. And then here for the lips, this is my Urban Decay Ozone pencil. It is in my project pan right now, and as you can see, it is almost done. And then this is the Tarte Moody Lip Surgeons. I'm trying to work through this. It is not my favorite color, and it's a little bit bold, but I will kind of blot it down so it's not so bright looking. But I'm trying to work through this by the end of the year, so that's why I wore it today. So that is the finished look. So that was my quick mommy makeup look. I hope you enjoyed it. And when I say quick, you know, that's kind of a relative term. Usually I will take a little bit longer to do my makeup if I'm, you know, doing a full face. But for me, this was kind of quick. And of course, you know, if I'm running out the door, I won't take nearly as long. But if I have a little bit more time in the morning, I'll do something like that. And then one step I did forget in the video was to set my makeup. I usually do a little bit of Fix Plus spray, so I'm going to do that right now. I really like using this, especially now that it's a little bit drier out, because it really just kind of melts everything together. Gives you like a really flawless look, and if I've got some like dry patchy skin, I usually get that down here around my chin. This kind of helps disguise that, which is really nice. And then I will also sometimes go in with my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, so I'll do that too. So that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you like. We can also connect on Instagram. I'll leave my link down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!